Yo, yo, what's good? Yo, yo, what's good? See if we're live. Are we in the building today? Let us see. We are live. You can't see me. Let me What's good? Do I gotta put it like right in front of me? We need to have one for like this side too. Probably need to bring this in a little bit more so you can see better. What's good? What's good? It's your boy KIWTB, aka Kicking It with Timmy B. We on that Cyberpunk 2077 today. That Hotfix 1.22. This is my first time doing a live stream on it for the new update. I did one for the last update. It seemed to get a lot of good reviews, so definitely go check that out on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/kickingitwithtimmyb. If you're watching this, we're on that twitch.tv/kickingitwithtimmyb. What's good? What's good? We in the building today. We in the building today. We're on the building today. We are on the building today. Welcome. Give my little quick shout out. Shout out to my cousin Freddie G, my pops, my homie Pat Cray, and his beautiful family. I'm trying to get used to the controls here. Been playing Call of Duty Warzone. I did a Cinco de Mayo episode. Homie got his first solo win. You can check that out on my YouTube channel. You can check that out on my Twitch channel too. It should be still available. And it should be up in the highlights as well. Yeah, they got robots up in here, bruh. They got robots up in here. Oh snap. Oh snap. I can't reboot his optics though, right? I was about to say. Yeah, so I can't do that. I thought that was like somebody talking in there. It's just the TV. It's like, who are we about to smash today? Am I over encumbered? I am. Dang, dude. Dang, dude. What's today? Today is May 7th. It's Friday. In the morning, aka it's still May 6th, Thursday, 2021. So we got to figure out what we're going to drop here for that. So I pretty much have the same pistol, but this one is legendary. Where's that one at? Actually, we can get rid of this, right? Wait, so what did I just pick up? It was definitely... Hold on. I guess it wasn't a legendary? Oh, here it is, right here. The Liberty. ponder on this one. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna drop, folks. It's like, Timmy B, you got all these guns on here. I'm like, dude, I know. We could sell that. That's alright. This pistol better be worth it.
Hello, Night City. I'm Jillian Jordan with N54 News, and this is your
Nina, you gave me my shards. It's my property, and you know. Okay, yes, I already read these.
A routine inspection has shown many have been corrupted with malware. Police experts have confirmed the identified virus can lead to cyberware failure and, in extreme cases, even death. In response to increased
they're pretty much trying to take this dude to the banco.
To the banco. Residents of Arroyo and Watson are advised.
I mean, they already took him to court, but they're trying to take him to the court and the banco. Bye. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the controls here. I was like, so why did I just stand up when I was pressing an L3? But that's for the run. Oh yes. Yeah, so you guys is pretty much just dropped in with me here. This is where I literally just picked up the save at. So it is still out here. Well, why wouldn't it be, Timothy? Exactly. Why wouldn't it be? Okay, folks. So this one was supposed to just be me at the end of this, completing the game the right way. I have a video on my YouTube channel where it's supposed to be the ending, or my ending was actually terrible. So this is my attempt right now for this live stream to be the real ending that I wanted for this. Deposit the shards. Okay, so we gotta go across the street. Look both ways, folks. Back.
Discreet and with finesse. Something I cannot say about Mr.
With
Gutierrez, the Force. Marvelous work, V. Closing the contract.
Yeah, he's getting boned by his ex-wife. Yeah, so we were pretty much since the last live stream, we've just been banging out these side missions, low key, for real. Yeah, they won't even let you in the building without calling. Yep.
Thanks.
This place is crazy. Oh yeah, this place is crazy. So we were here before. I don't know. I think it was the last live stream. It might have been. If not, it was probably the one before that. We're trying to figure out who killed the mayor of Night City. Supposedly, I already did all the missions for Pan Am, so
It's
like
good
I
to see
haven't
you
seen
again.
a Pan Am
Something
mission
happen?
in a while.
Come on. Jeff will explain everything. He's
like,
just
yo,
about done
is this
prepping
really
for
art?
the debate. I've
It's weird,
rescheduled
man.
all his meetings out of the office today. The office meaning here, so nobody will bother us.
Mike, we're
Bother
talking
us
about
at
the
doing what,
cornerstone of my
exactly?
platform. I'm not doing a U-turn just because Night Corp. No, I'm not sucking anyone's dick just so they can fuck me in the ass! Look, I gotta go. Make the amendments, we'll powwow later. V, glad you could make it.
Jefferson,
Grab a seat, please. I'll explain why I asked you to come over. We've had a break-in. Not the usual kind, though.
so unusual how?
A couple of days back, dead of night, something wakes me. A noise. I grab my pistol and come out of the bedroom. See a stranger.
It's a power couple.
He looks like he's about to reach for it, so I pull the trigger.
Nail him?
No idea. My head started spinning and I passed out. No trace of him the morning after. I'd like you to find him. Find out what he wanted.
Why me, of all people? Wouldn't rather have a detective look into it?
Prefer to use tried and tested contacts.
Generally wise, I guess.
Mayor Ryan's death. You couldn't quite figure that one out. But I like how you work. I know I can trust you to be thorough.
Notify the badges yet?
We don't want any buzz around this. No attention, whatever.
You know. NCPD's full of people who like the occasional stray egg.
If we reported a break-in, the media descend on us like a swarm of locusts.
No badges. Gotcha.
Of course, we notified SSI about the incident. Our private security.
Very interesting.
Intruder, take anything, break anything.
Nothing missing.
I haven't noticed any damage either. Jeff must have scared him off before he could do anything.
Said you passed out?
That's right. Just after I fired.
What
Yeah, I
then?
should be doing this.
Nothing. I woke up in bed the next morning. Killer headache to boot.
Any idea how you made it back to your bed?
Nope. None. Elizabeth's at a loss too.
What did the intruder look like?
I can't remember much. It was dark. He was wearing some sort of mask. Or was it an implant? Couldn't really get a good look at him.
Elizabeth didn't see him either?
I slept through the whole thing. Election season takes its toll on you.
Security look into this? Say anything?
This is where things get
Yeah,
a
like how
little
it like
weird.
pans you right back to
They
the
claim
person
there's
that you
no
are
sign
talking
of a
to. Though.
break-in or of a shot being fired.
Security cams didn't record anything. Guard outside didn't see or hear anything.
They suggested Jeff must have had a bad dream.
Convenient answer.
Liz gave security the day off so I could call you in.
This security outfit, SSI. Who are they?
Been on the market for the last 15 years. They have clients across the city. If memory serves, they came recommended. An acquaintance. You think SSI might be behind this?
No clue yet. Anyone besides SSI come to mind readily?
Weldon Holt? He's my main rival. Fighting for the same seat at the table.
Holt's poll numbers have been dropping.
But it could be anyone, really.
Jeff has many enemies, a lot of them powerful. We could sit here naming names all day.
I see.
That's why I called you, V. I need you to find out what the hell's going on.
Anything else you want to tell me? Or think maybe you should?
Nope, that about covered it. Liz?
It seems like everything. It's unlikely we'll learn anything anyway.
Honey, please. I'm sure V'll turn something up. So, you got all you need for now?
Wouldn't mind taking a look around the apartment.
Of course. Liz can give you the tour. Gotta run to a meeting. As soon as you learn anything, let me know.
Come on,
Interesting.
let me show you around. We
Right behind
shouldn't
you.
delay. We can start where Jeff spotted our uninvited guest. I have to admit, sometimes I get fed up with all of this.
Politics?
So far, we've managed to effectively turn down offers to work with Night Corp, Biotechnica, Arasaka.
So far, you say?
If Jeff can get elected without owing anybody, favors or
I'm just looking
otherwise,
around.
that'd be the real victory. Jeff's office. Control room, storage, and flea market crammed into one. This is Jeff's personal machine. I doubt you'll find anything on it relating to the break-in.
Your wife has informed my employees that you intend to hire a mercenary to regard to the dubious circumstances surrounding Mayor Ryan's untimely death. I understand your concern, but I assure you it is the best to leave the matter to the police. Should you have reservations as the police integrity, then please consider allowing my people to look onto it on behalf of my team. I can assure you I can complete. Wallace, Chief of Security. I hate this commercial, really, dude. It's about a gun. Due respect to you and your voters, these commercials are wedged between Watson Horn, guns, and whores. Your commercials need to communicate with voters in a language they understand. Important concern. Yeah, this Eric Buchner dude. Interesting. What is this? It's the commercial. With no sound. This doesn't look like a commercial though. Or yeah, it does, but did it just play over again? What the? Oh, this is for the gun commercial. Ah, yeah. Very well.
Tight bites. You and Jeff must be putting in serious overtime.
Elections. You don't even have time to think about food, so you just order whatever's quickest.
Yeah, do the over the I can't even talk right now. The over the shoulder view. Yeah, well they do have cameras because I'm looking at one like right now. So let's see.
But yes, it's true. Jeff hasn't eaten anything else recently.
Yeah, I'm waiting for her to guide me over here. After you. I guess we're going back in there.
You and Jefferson. You've come a long way. To get from Haywood all the way here, no easy thing.
Yes. If you aren't born with a silver shard, your chances are slim. And if you're born in Haywood, they're almost non-existent.
That's almost 3 million for their degrees, for their doctorate degrees. The Life of Richard Knight. Oh, that's their daughter. Her daughter must be in college. She contacted Judy, which is actually how she's our mutual friend. That's how I got linked. Yeah, see? Nice. This Eric Bookner dude.
This is where we sleep.
Iron. This Jeff's?
Mine, actually. But yes, that's the one Jeff used that night.
Mind if I take a look around?
Be my guest.
Wedding pic? Interesting backdrop.
I wanted blue roses, so we ordered a whole truckload.
Blue roses. You sure? Roses in this picture look pretty red to me.
Oh, of course, you're right. They didn't have blue roses, I forgot.
Okay. Nice bathroom. Take those from you. Alright, so we got to go in the next room because I see there's a couple things over there. Yeah, man, like, I forgot that they're rich, so their doors could just open and close. I'm over there trying to open all these people, or I'm over there trying to make sure that people are walking through the doors that close them. Like, bro, you guys are rich. Your door's gonna close on your own, man. Always try to be considerate, though, right, Timmy B?
Bloodstains. Not quite scrubbed clean. Where's the blood from? It yours?
I'm 100% sure it's not ours. Maybe the intruders?
Probably. Broken?
It was fine a couple days ago. We rarely use it, though.
I'm sure. Johnny Silverhand's got something to say about it.
What was that?
No fucking clue. Felt kinda good, but weird. Like tripping on acid.
That happened to the screen a lot. Or to any of the others.
I don't understand.
What just happened a second ago? Didn't see it?
No? What?
Never mind.
This chick is mad sus. I'll be right back, folks. What's good? We're back. Shout out to my homie Oliver Milnes, bro, out there in the UK. Holding it down. Should probably be in frame here, right? Let's get it back a little bit. The secret, the hidden door. Yeah, I feel like something's about to happen.
Jesus Christ.
Think we're safe putting your security at the top of our list of suspects?
They violated our privacy. Sons of bitches! Under my own roof!
Wonder how long they've been keeping this from you.
Too long. This ends now. I am not letting any more of those freaks set foot! Ugh. My head.
Something wrong?
Don't worry about me. Do what you have to do.
Okay. Dude, you can see right through this TV. There she's walking right there. They had to patch homie up inside the spot.
Prehistoric, but doesn't look older than a day.
Saw something like this back in the war. Transmitters. Militech was using them. Short-range UHF. Signal only travels line of sight, but it can't be intercepted.
Line of sight. Let's look around.
You should
See
be able
if we
to see
can
it.
spot where our receiver's camping out. Got a vision on our receiver. Black van parked next to it. Gotta be our winner. The hell is this all for, though?
Fuck if I know, but my...
Ah! I was trying to like stand up. Keep forgetting that if you try standing up, it's gonna back up. It's gonna skip the conversation. So says a black van next to it. Interesting. Alright, let's get off this roof.
Cables lead here. Gotta be another way inside. Sharp eye, Johnny. Use meds. Intruder make a beeline here after Jeff tagged him?
Talking to yourself again?
More and more. Ever since this terrorist started stalking me.
Using stimulants, most likely due to heightened stress induced by recent events, hereby authorizing amplification of neural dampening. Okay. Dang, so they were definitely listening in when I pulled up. Yeah, cause when I pulled up the first time, I didn't drop any information. Like crucial information on who was what. That I do remember. I'm sure if I'd have dropped some information on that mission, it would probably show up in this mission stating that I stating that I said this or that. You're doing a planned maintenance. All these fools was sleeping? Bruh, get out of here.
What's it for?
Connected to the wall-mounted screens. Wonder where else these cables run.
Transmitter's within reach of our mystery van. Wonder if Elizabeth has ever seen the car.
Let's get out of here.
This is way bigger than we thought. Jeff's entire campaign could be threatened.
Let me worry about the race. Just tell me what you managed to find.
There's a transmitter on the roof. Seems to be conveying a signal to a van out front. Know who it might be?
We never set up any transmitter, and I don't know a thing about any van, but my guess is it's SSI's.
Could be. Tech they're using seems unconventional, though.
Do you plan to check it?
Yeah. About to pay him a personal visit.
I'll wait here. Just don't tell Jeff anything for now, okay?
Sure, whatever. I'll call him once I know something more substantial.
That's fine. Just remember it's the busiest time for Jeff right now. You can always come and talk to me.
Fine. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, something's... I'm gonna save it right here, because something's not right. Something is not right at all. I'm stuck there. That sucks. I'm stuck here too. Interesting. Man, I'm just learning. Just getting all this information right now. Is it Militech? Is this Eric Bachner dude? Like... Let's see what's cracking, bro. Let's see what's cracking. All right.
How about we take the wheels, V? That van could give us the slip any second.
Jam-packed with hardware. They don't mass-produce trucks like those. What are they doing? What are they hiding?
Earjacking. Huh. Could be the security firm or government. Media scouting for dirt on the paralysis?
Whoever it is, our intruder could be in there. Think it's time I went and said hello. We are about to find out.
Remember to take only certified neural enhancement.
Gonna lose him if you don't pick up the pace. Don't lose him, V.
Oh, now you're interested.
We could expose a Corpo conspiracy here, V. I'm telling you. They could be Corpo's spies or who the fuck knows what.
They're flying right now. Politicians and see a curated display, but behind the scenes it's all-out war. Citizens don't choose their representatives.
Then who?
The key players, string pullers. They spy on all the paralyses, look for weak spots,
They're taking us in the
blackmail,
north side.
rig elections.
It's cannon well, Johnny.
he just stealthed out of here. What? It's invisible, dude. Yo, that's crazy. It's a maelstrom.
Come on out. We can be friends. Can't hide. You know that.
Yeah, it was on that roof and just...
Coming to get you. Shit.
Yeah, I play it really stealthily, by the way.
Come on out. Let's talk.
Yeah, we gotta put a suppressor on that. Gots to, man. We gots to, man.
I swear, we won't even torture you.
You done shit in your pants?
I feel your fear.
That'd be crazy.
You done shit.
pretending you'll make it out of here alive.
Know what my favorite game is? Hide and kill.
About time we had some fun!
Oh, this can't be happening! See you on the other side!
I have to get some batteries in this controller here. Disinfectant. I'm good on that.
Pierced it, we're in.
Couldn't ask the NCPD for better records than this.
Pictures, medical records. Vulnerability to neuroplasticity. It's some kind of database. Brain scans, the paralysis, biological casts, neuroplasticity.
Fuck.
Yeah, they're doing some
What about
neural
that?
stuff to these people.
The blue shit.
Fresh neural links. They're not spying on them, Johnny. They're fucking with their heads.
Mean to say
Yeah.
someone's literally controlling our upstanding politicians' minds?
Red blots are memory residue in the hippocampus region. See how they're bleeding into the blue?
So what are we looking at?
They're planting new memories in their heads, modifying their personalities. This is big shit, Johnny.
Fuck me.
Got other guinea pigs besides the paralysis, too.
Quick, download the data. Whoever comes looking for it, that's your suspect.
Shit! They're wiping the data. We've been made. Now they know someone's been in their database.
Wonder if they also know who.
Let's get out of here before anybody pulls up.
V, do you have any news?
You're gonna want to sit down for this.
This is
It's way bigger
Maelstrom
than we
territory.
What is?
You're being brainwashed. Literally. They've scanned your minds and now using some kind of conditioning to...
Wait, not on the hollow.
Right. I'll come by.
No. You and I, we need to speak alone. I know a little ramen place in Japantown. Sending you the coordinates.
Right. See you there.
Alright, so we're out. gonna have to make a left here soon. Oh, I guess not. Yep, I knew it. I wonder. That's that guy that gives you those drugs. Or it gives you his brain dance, and you just like wake up in a bathtub. Long story.
Johnny? Pretty sure they turned your great spot into a slurp shop.
Mindless fucking consumerism wins the day again.
Point for the other team.
Huh. This is why you don't bring back fallen warriors. Sooner or later, they're gonna see everything they fought for is turned to shit.
Yep.
Put together, the gross income of these companies runs in the tens of trillions of euro dollars. The catastrophic City of Opportunity bill passed 99 to 1 against.
Know anything about bootlegs from the Rainbow Cadenza days? Like, say, don't know, samurai stuff?
The people of Night City choose me as your mayor.
Oh, that ugly red face on black? Yeah, even I know that one. Old guy comes by here sometimes wearing their shirt. Spends the whole time yakking with his psychopath friends.
Wouldn't happen to know where I could find him?
You can find him living back in the 2020s. But besides that, he's out there walking.
Will you sit? Please? Thank you for coming.
Oh, she's in a different outfit.
Why are we meeting here and not at your pad?
Because I have something to confess. In private.
Of course.
Not in front of Jeff.
Okay, confess away.
I'm sorry. My nerves are shot. I can't gather my thoughts.
Wasn't that long ago we last met. Something happened since then?
No, I mean, something did happen, though not recently. It's a long story. I don't quite know how to tell you. Where to even start?
Relax. No need to rush.
A while ago, I started noticing some changes in Jeff's behavior. His personality, he seemed to be changing right in front of me. Becoming someone else.
How so?
He stopped reading, forgot the title of his favorite movie. Even his musical taste changed overnight. Once, I said we should visit his brother's grave, and he told me that he'd been an only child. That's when I started thinking something bad was happening. Something insidious. And not just with Jeff.
Notice any changes in yourself?
After some time, on several occasions, my friends pointed out that I was acting strangely.
Oh, that must have been hard.
It was. You know, it's at times like those you start to question reality.
So the whole time you knew what I could end up finding?
I don't know who, how, or why, but they're changing us. That concealed room in our apartment.
What about it?
I'm sure I'd seen it before, but must have somehow forgotten. I find that terrifying.
Mentioned any of this to Jeff?
I tried. I did. But he's blinded to everything. He just laughed, said I was imagining things. He once brought up a vacation that we never went on. Swear to God. He went on about it in such detail. I almost started believing him.
Could be just you who forgot. Maybe they just wiped the trip from your memory.
Hell, I don't know anymore. Don't you get that?
Haven't told me the whole story yet, have you?
I saw a stranger in our apartment one night tinkering with the monitors. But I was in such a state by then that I didn't know if I could trust my own eyes.
So, you didn't do anything?
I don't remember what happened. I talked to security the next morning.
Find it strange you took this to security instead of your husband.
I thought I was going insane. I wanted to see what was on the feeds first. There was nothing there, of course, so what was I supposed to tell Jeff? And then, the next day, I got a call.
Who was it?
Them. Whoever they are. There was a garbled voice on the other end. He never introduced himself.
And? Cut some kind of deal with them?
No. I was told that our perfect lives could fall apart at any minute. That I have my husband's safety to think about. After, there was no record of the call. It was as if it had never happened. So I'm begging you, V. Jefferson can't find out about any of this. Ever. His life depends
Why,
on
then?
it.
What if you're just saying what they programmed you to say? Just reading off a script based on thoughts planted in your head?
All I know is, I love my husband, and I want him to be safe, and happy.
Or that's what they want you to know.
You know what Jeff will do if you tell him? I know my husband. He'll start looking on his own. He can't find out about this. It'd destroy him.
You knew who sent the intruder, but just strung me along anyway, Liz?
I didn't have a choice. I didn't know what to do.
Wanted everything to just go on and flow on, because it was convenient.
Convenient?
I got the perfect life. Prominent husband. You don't lack for a thing.
You think I'm having fun? You have no idea what it's like, living like this.
You think if I tell him everything that I'll go and pick a fight he can't win?
I don't just think, I know. One thing hasn't changed. Jeff's still a fighter.
And he'll go down swinging. So how do we play this?
I'm going to tell Jeff that SSI was spying for his rival, Holt. You just need to confirm what I say.
And if I'm not on board?
You have a choice. Just remember, any consequences will not be yours to deal with.
Truly prepared to fire SSI? After the threats? It'll be brave, but risky as all get out.
What they're doing to us is one thing, but when you found that concealed room, I can't accept strangers spying on us while we sleep. Not under my own roof.
What difference does it make where?
I'll take full responsibility for anything SSI goes on to do. I'm just asking you not to get Jefferson involved. I'll add a meeting in Reconciliation Park to Jeff's schedule. He'll be waiting. Since I can't know if I'll remember this conversation tomorrow, I'm counting on you not to forget what I asked of you.
I won't. But that's all I can promise.
Dude, this is so weird.
Goodbye, V.
Whole thing's fucked up, huh? Wouldn't want to be
Yeah, it's really.
Speaking of, overlapping memories, changing personalities. Remind you of anything? But hey, at least we know what we're up against.
So, in my pants, what would you do?
Some real rat bastards behind this. Someone's got to take them down.
Even by risking the paralysis lives?
Fuck knows what kind of shit a mayor controlled by puppet masters could pull. But yeah, you could end up putting their lives at risk. Or not. Tough choice, V.
Dang, that's crazy.
I'm ready.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. They didn't hire me to do all this. I mean, they hired me to figure out what was up with this guy being murdered. And now that I see all this, I believe he was definitely murdered. And these people were looking into it. These like the Perales family. They're in the politics and stuff, and they were looking into this. And whoever this is who called them, they like got a hold of their security company and is using the security company to keep tabs on them and to ruin their life. Like that's, I wouldn't even say ruin their lives, like literally like killing them. Very interesting situation to be in. Very interesting predicament to be in.
Yeah?
It doesn't matter what you tell him. It doesn't matter what you think of doing or do. You can't change anything.
What?
We know who you are. We know what you are. We know what you want. You are playing with fire. Don't dare cross the line.
Fuck.
The gross income of these companies runs in the tens of trillions of euro dollars.
Hello, V.
Need to talk.
Yes, I know. Elizabeth filled me in. Sounds like I was right to hire a professional.
Elizabeth, what did she tell you, exactly?
Didn't get specific. Just that SSI was spying for that son of a bitch Holt. Guess you got more, though.
Make sure your implant is always the latest model.
Is everything
SSI
all right?
wasn't working for Holt. You're in deeper shit than you think.
Meaning?
Blue caters to the most sensitive palates.
Isn't it weird that you're a virtuous politician candidate?
Flattered, but no. I'm far from it. Though I try my best. What's this got to do with anything?
How many people can honestly say they don't strike deals with gangs or take eddies from corpse?
A lot, I'd like to think. They just haven't introduced themselves yet.
Almost like this city doesn't deserve somebody like you.
I'm not paying you to make up riddles for me, so get to the point.
SSI's on the take of some unknown group that's out to control your lives. Know there's a concealed room in your pad?
Out with it.
They've got tech in there you wouldn't believe. These people know everything about you and your wife, watching your every move. Somebody's programming you and your wife.
Sounds like something out of the movies.
Saw your brain scans. They're tweaking your neural connections. This ain't no movie, Jeff. Been at it for a while with you and Liz. Editing your memories, your tastes, your views and beliefs even.
How could I not have known about this?
Your memories? Can't even trust those anymore.
Something bad's
If that's
about to
true,
happen.
I'll never know what's real in my life and what's a lie, fabricated. Wait, the intruder. I have to find him.
No idea how to go about that.
Trust me. You never will.
First, I'll find him. Then I'll find whoever's behind this. Pull the curtain back on these
no.
motherfuckers and show them what's what.
Could show their hand if you're patient. Wait long enough. Or use your mayoral powers if you get elected. Long as you don't forget all this by morning.
Sun Tzu's Art of War.
Yep.
Feign weakness, so your enemy may grow arrogant.
Don't see you doing much feigning, Jeff.
My God. I have to tell Liz.
Some parts of her brain are
It was like some pulp from this lemonade I had.
Is there anything else I can do?
You've done enough already, V. All that's left to do is wait.
Man, this sucks.
So what now? Still want to be mayor?
Well, I'm not about to give up. I didn't run just to... I'll wait for my window, an opportunity, then make my move.
Isn't that exactly what they
That's the
want?
best thing.
Well, I'll give them more than they bargained for. The same with your Eddies. Take care, V.
Good luck.
And good night.
So, thoughts?
Somehow I doubt it's people who are behind this.
So aliens?
Very funny. You're too young to remember this, but not so long ago, people talked about rogue AIs prowling cyberspace.
So, not aliens.
Doesn't matter who. What matters is that guy decided to take up the gauntlet. My man.
Look. Johnny's cool with it. I'm cool with it, man. I don't like people being oppressed. And whoever this mystery person is definitely oppressing these people. And that's not it. That's not how you treat people. That's like literally like a ghost war. Like a cold war for the politics of this city, man. It's ridiculous. Let's go check this place out. Now it says that there's an apartment out there, which I don't think that was there before. So I want to check it out. To the outskirts here. Should be making a left at some point. Someone out there yet? This is like a grip. What is that noise? It's coming from that building. Dang it. It's like way out. There's the avocados. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. You have an apartment here? Interesting. Nice, you legitly get your own little spot. You can't sleep in the bed though. Alright, so let's fast travel back. Let's get this show on the road, right? Let's get the real ending here, because that ending was terrible that I got.
God, I feel sick. Don't like this at all. This porcelain bitch is the worst kind of news.
I know. I'll be careful.
Not exactly one of your strong suits. Listen, first sign of trouble, eat Delta.
Hanako-sama ga omachi da.
She emptied the place. Shit.
Excellent. You have come.
Thanks for meeting me.
Of course, V. And I thank you. Before we discuss details, I feel I owe you an explanation. I must tell you why I changed my mind and wish to help.
Weren't sure of anything. If you could trust me. If Yorinobu'd killed your father... No?
I knew. From the start.
You... knew?
All the board members knew. Not one soul even slightly interested in the matter believed in the poisoning. Details were disparate, inconsistent.
We were gonna talk biz? Specifics?
Let us do so. Did you bring Soul Killer, as we agreed you would?
Finger on the trigger, don't say a word.
Of course I didn't bring Soul Killer. Afraid we don't know each other that well.
You prefer to keep your guard up. Understandable, but unnecessary. We are here because I know how to save your life. I can lead you to Mikoshi.
Meaning, Mikoshi don't exist in real space.
Yet its access points do, and one is very near.
Where?
Here in Night City, beneath Arasaka Tower.
We ought to leave. Right now.
Wanna leave?
What gave you that idea?
Quit butting in so I can hear her out.
They got people stacked in here, bro.
This is gonna be a disaster.
Sit. We have little time.
And you'll help me in exchange for...
My brother.
You catch a whiff of that? Smells like shit. Careful not to step in it.
He must be made to take responsibility for his deeds.
Sounds like you want to avenge dead old dad.
I want the Arasaka Corporation to know the truth.
How you plan to do this?
Yorinobu.
花子様、そろそろご自宅にお戻りいただいて。
すぐに済むわ。Yorinobu will soon call a meeting of the board. Representatives of all factions are expected to attend. The perfect moment for them to learn the circumstances of my father's death. I will get you into this meeting, and you will testify against my brother.
Testify? Listen, mind if I'm straight with you?
Help me get rid of Yorinobu. I will help you get rid of the construct.
Let's assume it works. Then what? You take the Arasaka throne?
Where would you get that idea?
Figured it as a given. Besides, Takamura said you were supposed to step in for your
Look at her eyes,
city.
dude.
Everyone must know their place, V. That is a fact my brother has never understood. I know my place, and I have no wish to change it.
Sure, whatever. Your biz, not mine.
So?
Want me to throw Yorinobu under the bus in front of Arasaka top brass? Call me crazy, but that sounds like fucking suicide.
This I know. And that is why we will take all the necessary precautions.
Like, such as?
You will see.
Offers intriguing. Need to think about it.
Naturally. But think quickly. Yorinobu is on high alert after the parade. He may harbor suspicions.
Let's fly the fuck out of here.
V, do you feel all right?
Huh?
You are bleeding.
Fuck.
It seems you are running out of time. Don't delay. Make your decision.
I'll think it over.
You could use some air. Right now. I warned you.
What are you doing?
Doing? I'm showing you what it's like to feel fucking trapped. Asked you, warned you, but you've insisted on not giving a shit. Now this porcelain cunt's gonna use you in her fancy scheme.
Got a problem with that? 'Cause that's what we wanted. We know where to find.
Makoshi. Yeah, beneath Saka Tower. And what's that give us? What's that fucking give us?
Well, could ask the Aldecalos to lend a hand.
Listen up, V. Those guys are trailer tuggers. An assault on Arasaka's just not another convoy to jack. You already tried this with amateurs. Both know how that ended.
And you tried it with pros. Didn't end any fucking better, Johnny.
Great, you checking out again?
Interesting.
No, it's not what you think.
It sounds like it's about to go down.
Easy there. Don't move just yet.
Vic.
You're in pain, I know. Delirious when you arrived, so I had to dose you with beta-haloperidol. But light oversensitivity's a good sign. Means your optic nerves aren't damaged.
My head.
Almost done stabilizing the biochip.
No, feels like...
Someone's using your head as a knife block?
How... How'd I get here?
Dragged yourself here, beat to hell and back. Gave Misty a hell of a fright. Then you shoved my patient at the time off the table and demanded you be treated immediately. Tell him it was your guardian angel. Huh?
I wasn't completely myself.
I know. And that's a bit worrying.
So, how bad we talking? That bad, huh?
All right. That should be a little better. Try sitting up. Carefully.
I'll try. Think I'm getting some feeling back.
Slowly.
Another victory for the history books.
Messy right there.
If you got something to say, Vic, just say it.
How much longer is this going to go on?
You tell me.
Looking at you, not long at all. Next attack, you won't be able to crawl back here. You'll flatline in some back alley. This is your last chance to take matters into your own hands. Understand?
I know, Vic. I'll try. Soon.
No, you'll do it now. Now, see that setup over there?
Yeah? What about it?
You'll find a last dose of pseudo-endotrizin there. A gift from Misty. Want to give in to the voices in your head? Go ahead. Take a puff. Go silent. Get out. Or find another way. End things on your own terms. Got a little present for me over there too. Blockers. Manage to walk those few yards to the table. The rest will be up to you, and you alone.
On your own terms, huh?
This isn't the way that I want to go out. This is whack.
Really subtle there, Doc.
Enough, Johnny. I gotta think about it. Need to stretch your noodle? Fine. Just not in this basement.
V, Christ, you're talking out loud.
Out loud? What?
Just go fix this thing.
Think I can do it.
Whatever you decide. Let's make sure to get out of here first.
Hey V, I heard... Well, your thoughts?
Shouldn't have had to. Sorry about that.
No need to be. I know what's going on. And I know it won't be easy. For either of you. If you don't want to decide here, I know a much better place.
Dude, this isn't... Dude, this is whack.
Hello?
Sure.
Anybody
way.
there?
Why is this spot special?
Dude, this isn't...
I took Jackie there once. It's not far.
Jackie? What's he got to do with any of this?
You'll see. Come on.
Bro, this isn't the ending. This is the same exact ending that I got. And then you go up there and then you end up offing yourself. Dude. What? There's no way.
Top floor. He had the same glum face.
Who, Jack?
This is it, Chica. I'm done for.
Doesn't sound like the Jackie I knew.
That was a long time ago. His mom had just found out he'd signed up with the Valentinos. Trust me. Senora Wells on one shoulder, your gang Chumbas on the other. No choice can ever seem right.
Mm-hmm.
Life wasn't easy for my Jackie, but... he found the courage to bet on himself. After. I brought him here.
Ah, that's more like it. Air.
See that? I come here when I need to get away. Be alone with my thoughts.
She's onto something. Ought to sit, mull through some shit yourself.
Thanks, Misty. You were right. Choice spot. So what? What did Jackie decide up here?
Oh, you know. Gonna be a legend in this city. And I'm gonna leave you alone now. Take your time.
Okay.
Fucking scared me, know that? Thought you were on your way out.
No, still here.
For now. You know, should call anyone you want to say goodbye to.
Worst case scenario. That what you expect?
No. But whatever you decide, risk's gonna be high. If things don't go our way. Just fucking do it. Anyone you gotta talk to, now's the time. Pills can wait.
Nah, not really my style. Goodbyes.
You do you. Come a long way to get here, haven't we? Just think. It all started in a fucking landfill.
Then you tried to kill me.
Exactly what I mean. Here we are now, together, soaking in this vista of Night City. My only regret's that I won't get to see how it all ends.
Oh, gee, thanks. Got that little faith in me.
Not in you. In the rest of them. Listen, want to trust Pan Am and her tarmac rats? Fine. But it'll be their lives weighing heavy on your soul. And if you take Arasaka's deal, well, you'll have your own soul on your conscience.
Gonna try to ask Pan Am for help.
You absolutely sure? No going back on this, you know.
To see Dairy side quests. Man, that's crazy. We're gonna go with Pan Am.
Gonna try this with Pan Am.
Got a feeling you're gonna regret this decision. And the moment
she's probably gonna die.
I won't be there to help.
Could be my last ride, this. If it don't work out. Just want to be there for it. Aware. See you inside, Mikoshi.
There's nothing for him to say.
Okay, just me now. Hey, Panam.
Do you know what time it is?
I know, but need your help. You owe me a favor.
What's so damn urgent I couldn't wait until morning?
Need a way into Arasaka Tower. Now.
Sorry, what?
This is crazy.
I'm serious. Whole thing with Johnny, I don't do something soon, I'm done. Gone.
Slow down. First, why Arasaka Tower?
The tech. Underneath that tower, they got an access point to... well, odd as it sounds, a prison of souls.
A prison of souls?
Knew this might not fly over the hollow. Wakoshi, that's its name. Only place Johnny and I can disentangle for good. It's my last chance.
So, again, just to be clear, you've called me at high moon to ask me to help you break into Arasaka Tower, or you'll die.
About the gist of it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Where are you?
Vic's clinic.
The Ripper? Right, I know where it is. Can you hold off on dying for a bit?
Give it a shot, sure.
Good. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming to get you.
Hey, it's lit. Yeah, you could do this with Rogue, or you could do this with Pan Am, or you can just go to Hanaka, which I want to do that. I feel like I probably should do that, but like, there's too many ways to end this. And I guess that's good, but it's like, I want to have the best one. And there really probably isn't going to be a best one. And it's how your point of view is. This isn't anybody else's problem, it's my problem. So I should probably do it by myself and just go talk to this Hanako and go up on stand and say that blah, 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 did this and that. Why drag Pan Am into it? Or why drag Rogue into it? I didn't finish the side missions for Rogue, so...
Yeah, it's me.
So, what now?
Waiting for my driver.
Come inside. We'll wait together.
Who do we have here, huh?
That's Mr. Brightman. We found the poor guy in the trash behind the clinic. I think he misses Jackie.
Ain't alone.
Since you have to wait, mind if I give you a reading?
Sure, why not?
Some believe uncertainty is an evil that should be dispelled through divination. Others claim it's change that is evil. But that isn't true either. Every minute of every day, we each become someone new. We shouldn't fear change itself, but only who we might change into. Knowing one's path is most important. I devised this layout especially for you and Johnny. Your future is his future, and vice versa.
Okay, I'm ready.
We'll start with you, V. The Fool.
What a surprise.
Let's dig deeper to find its meaning here. The Fool symbolizes the start of a journey, the announcement of something new. It's the inner child, curious of the world, but also naive and reckless. Sounds a lot like the V I first met. The Magician. A person of great talent and charisma. A leader.
Sounds like Johnny.
The card is reversed. That can mean a tendency toward addiction, mental instability.
Oh, okay, definitely Johnny. Is one great disturbance.
The final cards are about your futures. The lovers.
Something that doesn't give me the chills. Finally.
Balance, friendship, love. Though it can also mean difficult choices ahead.
Ain't that the truth? Okay, and Johnny's?
The moon.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad, right?
I don't know, V. The moon is mystery.
Sounds like they're here.
I think that's for you.
Yep. No mistaking that ride ever. Hey.
There she is.
It's good to see your face.
Jesus, you really do look terrible.
I feel worse.
Then we had best not waste any time. We have a long road ahead of us. Come on, everybody's waiting at camp.
Look out for yourself, V.
You too, Misty. And thanks for everything.
Interesting. I feel like a lot of people are about to die.
There's no
Welcome back to the living. You feeling okay?
I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that too.
I guess.
Mighty good to hear. You had us worried back there. You passed out and we couldn't shake you awake. It sure does seem like your condition might be getting worse. Pan Am asked me to keep an eagle eye on you.
Where'd she go?
She's off debating Saul. You need help, that's clear. They sat right down to figure out how we might do that. Come on, I'll take you to see him.
Wow, this is good.
So, V. I heard talk that there's a war coming.
Afraid I don't got a choice, Mitch.
Looks like we don't have one
Can't
either.
say I missed you.
The whole clan knows we set out tomorrow.
They know why. What our aim is.
Look around, V. War-tested veterans are a fistful at most. The rest mostly raid rinky-dink convoys and salvage scrap. So for now, they only know as much as they need to know. The aim is to help you
The plan
out.
is solid, Saul. Do not go muddying the waters. Not now.
We're sending this clan to its grave.
Fuck, you think I don't know that?
Well, that's what I feel like.
And yet you seem to think you can change something by chewing me out like... V. Finally.
How's your health?
Been better. So, what have you guys patched together?
We still have details to iron out. But we know the who, where, and how. Have a look for yourself.
A few strategies we sussed out, but only one grants us a decent shot at penetrating Arasaka Tower.
We'll dig a tunnel.
Sure these plans are up to date. Completely reliable?
Positively. We went to our Snake Nation sources.
They've been turning stones over in that area.
I'm not one to lie. This tunnel gambit is risky, but if it works, that's our way into Mikoshi.
So you want a tunnel into Arasaka Tower?
I know how it sounds, but we'd be plumb
Yo,
fools
so
not to
that's
take
the
that.
real
Network's
ending
building
then.
a new maglev line in the area. Granted, it's guarded by
Johnny
military,
wanted
but
to
they're
go
nothing
into
we can't handle.
Arasaka
Once we're in
Tower
that tunnel, it's just half
himself
a mile to the substratum
with
levels of Arasaka Tower. They're using one of Night Corp's circs. You would only need a few minutes to dig that distance.
Not bad, wouldn't you say? Once we're in, we'll have to improvise. Guards, security measures, the fastest way into Mikoshi. We'll take things as they come and hope for the best. V, any thoughts?
What's a circ?
A subterranean extraction and removal combine. It's automated tunnel boring. If we can grab one, we'll dig through to Arasaka Tower, then go on to Mikoshi.
Construction site. What do we got for security? Whole place spiked? Militech out in full force?
It's your average hard hat area. Nothing too scary. But we can't just walk past them.
We expect to see the usual. Drone patrols, on-site operators, restricted access.
Yeah, they got robots and everything.
Plan. Entire op. It's about heading into enemy territory. You'll make enemies of Arasaka and others.
So it appears.
I'm exposing you. All of you. To danger. Want out? Wanna cut your losses? I'd understand. No hard feelings.
You came to us for help. We decided we'd provide it. Our minds are made up. No more discussion needed.
It's settled. We had best get to work.
I'll talk to our brothers and sisters. Get a drone buzzing over that site.
And I'll check with Mitch. I think I know how to even the odds against Militech. Come find us later. I'll leave you in Saul's hands now. Just no making decisions without me.
Is there anything else you need?
Hey, you and Pan Am. Something I need to know about?
It's funny you should ask. I thought we'd smoothed over the rough edges between us. Then you showed up.
Pan Am thinks so too?
You'd have to ask her yourself. See, V, you're like the outsider who happens upon a family and witnesses nothing but endless quarrels. Then all of a sudden the outsider's presence is noticed, and the family members shake hands, join hands, become stronger than they were before. Understand?
Yeah. At least, I think so.
Good. So now you can tell me what else you'll need.
I need a decent net connection. Someone I know can help us get into Mikoshi.
Who might that be?
Alt. It's an AI from out past the black.
Are you fully present up there? Why in hell would an AI help us break into Mikoshi?
'Cause I'll ask it to. Nicely.
Fuck me, V. You know what? Fine. We're up to our balls in dung anyway. Might as well go deeper. Find Dakota. She'll get you geared up. No questions asked.
Thanks, Saul.
Thank me once we get out of Mikoshi alive and in one piece.
I kind of want to keep pushing, but it's kind of getting late. Yeah, I think we are. I think I'm gonna push this. Can I go anywhere else? Can I like leave? No? You can't use it. Yeah, I think we're gonna hold off on this. I wanted to keep pushing it, but
that's no news.
It's probably best that I wait.
How's that news? He was trying to run the fuck away. What did he expect? Flowers? Exactly.
Shadow though. Yeah. I'll have to push this for the next live stream. Cause like now I'm considering doing it with Rogue and making sure that I get those missions done for Rogue, which I'm kind of surprised that I haven't finished those missions yet. But yeah, I will be back with another episode of this. I want to make sure that I got all of my ducks in a row. So, and I want to do this live stream a little bit earlier. I figured that I'd probably get it in while I was up for the time being. Yeah, so now that means I'll have to do it with Rogue and I'll have to do it with Pan Am. Okay, well, that is it for me, folks. Make sure, or first of all, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I'm sorry that I didn't go further with this, but I definitely will make it up to you guys. I'll probably do like the Pan Am and the Rogue ending all in one live stream. That will probably be what we do, just so we can get this out of the way until they come out with some DLC. Shout out to Open World Games on YouTube. He goes over all the latest news and info on Cyberpunk 2077. There's talks of like some DLC is gonna be dropping here. So yeah, this was what, Hotfix 1.22 on the Xbox Series X. Today is Friday, May 7th, 2021. Yeah, the hotfix seems pretty dope.
There's no proof that smoke is bad for you. Yeah.
I didn't see really any issue with any glitches. I didn't see any visual bugs. I didn't see anything too crazy, to be honest. The game looks good. Besides that, there's a bug right there. Like a clippings bug or whatever. Oh yeah, that's bad. That's very bad. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the episode. Check me out on twitch.tv/kickingitwithtimmyb. That's what we're streaming to right now. youtube.com/kickingitwithtimmyb. Facebook, KIWTB space gaming. That is KIWTB space gaming. And if you have an Instagram, check me out at kickingitwithtimmyb. I guess it's not gonna load in, huh? That's very unfortunate. See if we can get the pig rolling. Make sure you hit that like, share, follow, subscribe button on whatever platform that you're watching this on. I would deeply appreciate it. Dope. Gotta get the pics real quick. Dude, the graphics look crazy.